Easy now, look at this. Hey, I hope you're well. The other day, when I was doing the vinegar story on my maiden Substack voyage, some of you said I really want to talk about your spice rack, and I will do my spice rack at home, but I'm in Athens, and I saw this spice shop. I thought we'd just use this excuse to talk about spices. Look at that cinnamon. Calamera. Look at this. Jars and jars and jars of spices. And I want to have a chat about spices. I want you to think differently about spices. So first of all, and I don't mean this in a rude way, I'm trying to level with you in a useful way. If you go with the flow, if you become part of the system, you'll buy a pathetic little jar of spices from the supermarket. I'm not being anti-supermarket, but we have to work with them, but just go with my flow on this. You buy some pathetic little jar that's expensive of spices, right? So if you're serious about food, if you're serious about history, culture, nutrition, then you've got to get into the ethnic supermarkets, spice shops, and buy bigger bags, right? And whenever you do that, you're going to find that it's very, very good value. And the quality is probably going to be higher. But let me just get into your head about the concept of spices, right? This world that we see here, right? Look at my man. He's got storage up here. There he is. There's a geezer. There's stuff coming down. Spices is what the modern world as we know it are founded on. Before the internet, before the motorway, before connections as we know it, there were spice routes and spice trade. And the connection between money, gold, and spices was the same, right? So spices were historically thought of as some of the most valuable foods on the world. Saffron by weight, saffron, the stamen of crocus, that incredible... my friend, have you got any saffron?
Of course.
Yeah. It's terrible. I presume he speaks English, but of course they all do. So saffron, right? This is the stamen of crocus. I come from a town called Saffron Walden. The Romans planted it. You pick out the little stamen, you dry it. It's golden, it's delicious, it's aromatic, it's incredibly healthy. It turns your food beautiful, orange, red. Emperors used it, queens, kings. It makes rice dishes amazing. Saffron by weight is worth more than gold. A little place called Manhattan. Manhattan was sold for an Indonesian island that was rich in nutmeg, because nutmeg was considered a better investment than Manhattan. Spices are extraordinary. By weight, spices are some of the most nutrient-dense foods in the world, right? So what I'm trying to say to you, Substack gang, is that spices are more than just incredible opportunity. When you think about your weekly shop, that chunk of chicken, that butternut squash, that, lump of whitefish, cod, haddock, whatever. Spices can take your foods on a journey. They can take you around the world. They can make the everyday and the mundane and the boring fantastical, extraordinary. You can use your sensibility and your opinion to play with flavors and blends of flavors and just accent a rice dish and accent some new potatoes and accent different foods to be delicious. But more than that, by weight, spices are the most nutrient-dense food on the planet. Nutrients, minerals, antioxidants, polyphenols, all, even by drying, all can be suspended. In here is pure nutrition, pure chemistry, and aroma, and deliciousness. So it's more than just food. It's more than just commerce. It's more than just history. It's more than just culture. It's the fantasy and the excitement of a journey. So what does this mean to you at home, Substack? It means I'm telling you, if you're truly a curious Substacker, then you have to be open. If you're open, then we can get out of the little jars from supermarkets. We can wander the wrong way home in the town and the city and go to the little ethnic supermarket where you'll find bags of spices, an Egyptian shop, an Indian, a Pakistani shop, you know, whatever it may be. And you'll just buy these bags of beautiful things, cinnamon, turmeric, and beyond. Talk to them. What would you do with this? What would you do with that? Look, just look at this cinnamon, you know, the bark of a tree. It's so wonderful. And in your own homes, recycle your jars from your jams and your pasta sauces, right? Put them through the dishwasher and fill them up with different spices. And then when you come home from work and you're gonna do a quick grill, a little lamb chop, you know, a little quick slice of something on a hot pan, like maybe, just maybe, you can like take some spices and put it on top. Make it more delicious. When you use herbs and spices, by default, you're not just improving flavor and nutrition and digestion, but also you don't need to use as much salt. I believe in salt. I believe in seasoning your food, but you don't have to misuse salt, just like you don't have to misuse sugar when you're using other ingredients of flavor. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the world of spices. And in your own home, you can have your own world, a little spice wall, opportunity and deliciousness, personified in the realms of bags, all suspended, all dried. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, hallelujah. Let the Spice Girls, what was the song they did? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. They were onto something, I'm telling you. Much love, big love from Athens. I hope that was useful. I'll be more detailed another day.